What if your entire family acted like your brother never existed, and even the photos started vanishing? 3 months ago, my older brother Evan disappeared. He left for school with his usual smirk, ruffled my hair, and said, "If Mom asks, I finished my homework." He never came back. The cops said maybe he ran away. Mom barely reacted. No crying, no flyers. The next week, it was like he'd been deleted from our lives. Literally. Photos, gone. Social media, wiped. His room, turned into a guest space. When I asked Mom where his stuff went, she just blinked and said, "Who's Evan?" That's when I knew something was very, very wrong. I started hearing whispers, every night at 3:17 a.m. Sometimes I thought it was just grief playing tricks. But one night, I followed the sound to the attic. I found a shoebox. Inside, Evan's journal, a voice recorder, a small silver key. The recorder clicked to life when I touched it. If you're hearing this, you're still awake. That's good. Don't trust her. Don't ever trust Mom. My hands shook, because Evan's voice sounded scared, like he knew he wouldn't make it back. I tried restoring Evan's files from an old laptop. Each time I clicked restore, they'd vanish again. Even from the recycle bin. I printed one old family photo from a backup CD and hid it under my pillow. That night, it was gone. In its place was a sticky note. "Don't dig up what's buried, or you'll end up with him." I checked the locks on my door 5 times that night, because someone was watching me. Growing up, the basement was always locked. Mom said it had asbestos. But that never explained why I heard noises, soft mechanical hums, static, whispers. I stole the key from her coat. What I found downstairs chilled me to my bones. Surveillance monitors, old VHS tapes, dozens of files, each with a photo. Evan, me, and people I'd never seen. One file was labeled, Subject 9, Memory Instability, Terminated. Another file read, Subject 10, Memory Preservation, Active. I'm Subject 10. I found a hidden drawer behind the monitor stack. Inside was a document sealed in plastic. Mirror Light Initiative, Experimental Trial, Fabricated Family Units, Observation Period, 14 years. It had names, Evan's, mine, only our last names didn't match. Our birth records were fake. So were our parents. Mom isn't my mother, and Evan knew all along. Evan wrote in his journal, "If something happens to me, go to the lighthouse." The real one, not the fake story they tell in town. But the town has no lighthouse. Not on any map. Until I noticed a torn page in a 1992 town survey. It marked, Facility 7 inches on an isolated cliffside. I took a bus, climbed past the no trespassing signs. The lighthouse was there, sealed with iron chains. On the side, scratched into the wall. E+L were here. Forever. Who was L? I broke into Evan's old email account. One email remained, from someone named Lena. Subject, "Don't forget me when it starts. Please." I searched her name. Nothing. No records. No school ID. But I saw her. She's been sitting across from me in the library. Same face from Evan's sketchbook, page after page of her drawn in charcoal. Why has no one ever seen her? Why is she following me? Lena approached me today. She said, "They're going to take you next." She handed me a flash drive and whispered, "It's not just your brother. There are more. And your dreams. Those aren't dreams." She kissed my forehead and disappeared before I could ask more. That night, I dreamt of a white room, straps, a needle, and Evan, screaming my name. I played the flash drive. It showed footage, me, strapped to a gurney, white walls, my eyes fluttering, a man's voice, memory loop stable, Subject 10 unaware. Then, Mom walks into frame, smiling. That's when I vomited, because I remembered that room. I remembered screaming, and I remembered what she whispered as she held my hand. "I'll bring you back better this time." More entries in Evan's journal. He tried to run when he turned 17. Said he saw the files. That he wasn't the first. Others came before. Other siblings. Other units. He wrote, "They erase you if you ask questions. They don't kill you. Just delete your life." And he knew I would forget him too. Unless I kept fighting. Unless I fell in love again. Lena started showing up more. She made me laugh, even when everything was spiraling. She said she remembered Evan. That they used to sneak into the woods together. He trusted her, loved her, and I think I do too. But last night, I saw her entering my house while I pretended to sleep. She whispered something to Mom. And now I don't know who to trust. I followed Lena. She met with a man in a black car outside the abandoned train yard. I recorded them. He said, "Unit 10 is destabilizing. Do it fast." She replied, "I can't fake it much longer." He's starting to remember. Then, she kissed him. I ran. I didn't stop until morning. But part of me still wanted to believe she cared. Inside Lena's old apartment, I found photo negatives in a shoebox. Dozens of kids, all smiling, all vanished, each with a number tattooed behind their right ear. I checked mine. 010. Evan's notebook said, "When the number reaches 012, the project ends." They kill the oldest, reset the rest. I'm the oldest now. I'm next. I found a bottle in Mom's drawer. White pills labeled, NREMX. I stopped taking mine weeks ago. That's when the dreams started. That's when the memories returned. I think I was drugged my whole life to forget. Evan wrote, "When the pills stop, the truth breaks through." But so does the pain. He wasn't kidding. I've had migraines for 6 days. And every hour, I see flashes of things I can't explain, rooms I don't remember, voices I've never heard. But one thing is clear. Evan never left me. The flash drive Lena gave me had one more file. A confession. Evan, facing the camera. They lied to us. We were never their children. We were test subjects, memory plants, emotional loyalty training. Some of us fell in love, but they tore us apart. He looks at the camera, eyes bloodshot. If you're watching this, they've already started wiping you. And I'm probably not alive anymore. But you don't have to forget. You just have to run. Then, static. Then, silence. I had to. I saw Mom preparing the syringes. I saw Lena waiting outside with the van. So I waited until 3:17 a.m. Poured gasoline through the basement. Lit a match. I watched the house that wasn't really mine turn into ashes. And I ran. A week later, I reached a safe house in Oregon. A woman there handed me an envelope. Inside, Evan's handwriting. Little sibling, if you're reading this, you survived. You chose to remember. I'm sorry for everything, and I love you, always. I broke down, because for the first time in months, someone had said it. Love. She found me, said she never meant for it to happen. That she was blackmailed, that she loved Evan too. I didn't know whether to believe her, until she showed me the tattoo behind her ear. 011. There are 12 of us. We found each other, we all remember, and tonight, we go back to the facility. Not to destroy it, to free the ones still trapped. Even if it means dying. Even if it means facing our fake parents one last time. We did it. We tore the project down. Exposed it. Freed the others. But Evan never made it out alive. They'd buried him in a memory loop. He died trying to protect me. But I remember. I remember his voice, his jokes, his eyes when he said, "Promise me, if I disappear, don't let them make you forget me, and I won't. Not now. Not ever."